Okay, guys, this topic today is going to be about Whoopi Goldberg from The View versus Meghan McCain. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you already seen the video, kind of went viral already. If not, I'm here for it. Okay, so let's talk about how it all started and why it happened. Okay, so the reason why it happened was so the topic at hand was about President Joe Biden. Uh, he was in front of the reporters, right? And you know how they ask questions and stuff like that. So a reporter yelled out, ooh, excuse me. So a reporter yelled out to him a question or whatever. I should have write it down, but it don't really matter. You guys can go look at the video. It don't really matter. But basically, Joe Biden he got sassy. You know, old man Joe, he got sassy. So he turned on his way walking out. The reporter yelled out something to him. So he didn't like the question that she yelled out. And he said, he didn't like what she said, so um, he wanted to, what's the word? Oh my God, why I got brain fart? He wanted to correct her. Yes, duh, Josh. He wanted to correct her. He said, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. So he corrected the woman, but before he even corrected her, he said, "What the hell?" Like he wanted to curse her out. He actually did curse. He called himself, but you still heard it. So he went off. He kind of went off when the woman got sassy with the woman, and then he started to walk away. Then the woman asked him something else, and he says, "Well, if you don't know the answer to that, then you're in the wrong profession." Now they asked first. It was Joy that spoke up to give her opinion on what took place. Joel getting sassy with the reporter, right? So you know how they usually, when Trump was in office, it was all about protecting the media and the reporter, and they should be respected. And Trump is turning everybody against the media and the reporters, and he's being disrespectful. And if it was a woman coming at Trump, they would say he's disrespecting women and he hates all women. And if he says if it was Asian, then it was because of Asian. If it was, it didn't matter what it was. It's like, you know, they were really specific when it came to Trump, and they will go in on him. You know, he's a Republican. It's politics. That's what they do on both sides. So let's keep that real. So anyway, Joy, when it was her time to speak on it, she downplayed his behavior, and she pretty much, instead of just saying, well, I think this, I think he was out of line, or I don't think it's that big of a deal, what she did was compare Biden to Trump. And my thing with that is, the minute you got to compare somebody to the next person to absolve that person's behavior, that just shows me that you know that person was wrong, or you must feel that that person was in the wrong. So anyway, that's what Joy did. Joy started saying, well, you know, Trump, he was rude to this person, and he did this and he said that. And so basically, you know, trying to downplay, and she was kind of like laughing too with Biden's behavior, trying to really downplay it, right? So then they went to the other girl. I keep forgetting her name. She's white with blonde short hair. She's a pretty woman, but I keep forgetting her name. She usually stays out all the trouble. Like, she don't be really arguing with nobody. No one be really going at her. Someone may combat what she says, but it's not always like a thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? She stays out of trouble. She looked like a Christian. Christian Bailey. Haley, Christian, Christina. I can't remember her name, y'all. But anyway, she stays out of trouble. She said her piece. And fast forward to Meghan. So Whoopi asked Meghan, because you know Whoopi is the moderator. So Whoopi went to Meghan, and Meghan's stance was holding him accountable. She called out the fact that his attitude was nasty. The media coddles him and protects him. The mainstream media and outlets, which they do, let's keep it real, they do protect him and don't call him his son who used the N-word. They protect him and they act like it doesn't matter. But when it was Trump, they made a big fuss about it all the time, no matter what. If he sneezed, everybody was mad. Okay, you walk in the room and good morning. Well, is it really a good morning? My friend Susie's having a bad morning. Trump, how dare you? They would be mad at everything. Okay, but when it's Biden, let's keep it real. And I'm not Democratic or Republican. I'm in the middle. Like it's just like I'm independent. Like I speak truth to power. I say it like I mean it. It is what it is. You love it, hate it. I don't care. Like I'm not gonna be biased. So if you come into, I will say this now. I'm not gonna talk on politics a lot. I really do celebrity entertainment and I do mukbang sometimes. But and I'm more guarding into, celebrity entertainment news. But I want people to be clear on this. I am not a biased person. So don't if you to this channel and you want to hear a certain uh soundbite, just know you're not getting that from me. I'm not gonna be biased. I'm not gonna tell you what you want to hear. Okay, I'm gonna keep it 100. So it is what it is. So Meghan was basically saying, basically, the media has been protecting him and not asking him hard questions. So now that they're asking him hard questions, Joe wants to get sassy with them and be disrespectful, which he was disrespectful and sassy and cussed. Okay, so Meghan also called out the hypocrisy and how in a double standard on how everyone was, basically giving him a pass, but when it was Trump, it's such a big deal. But with him, it's whatever, and she's getting tired of it. Okay, so now, when she said that, she finished. Whoopi steps in to give her piece. So Whoopi plays the kind of same position as well. Off top of the show, she was already laughing and smiling and, well, Joe, that is what he said. And Joe just kind of got a little flippy. She just played, trying to downplay it and whatnot. And so she says, to piggyback off of kind of like, well, not really piggyback, but kind of like a shot at Meghan response of her or her opinion. She basically says, well, you know what I never seen what I seen President Trump did? I never seen him apologize. So I think it's a good thing, when you apologize. Trying to defend Joe or make excuse or say because he apologized, it's whatever. So when she did that, okay, Meg cuts Whoopi off. And here's what Meg said. With all due respect, I don't care. And we are not the president. And then Whoopi says, wait, let me just say. And Meg says, well, with all due respect, I don't care if he apologizes. And Whoopi says, I don't care that you don't care. And Meg and then Meghan McCain says, well, I don't care that you don't care either. So we're even. Then Whoopi says, well, then good, man. You can be how you always are. Well, this is how she really said. She says, well, then good, man. You can be how you always are. And then Meg was like, well, you can be how you always are. Like, yo mama. Now what? That was her clapback. Her clapback was kind of like childlike. She just kind of repeated what Whoopi Goldberg said. I just thought that was kind of funny. Listen. So that happened, and then he went to commercial because Whoopi was just like, Whoopi, she's good to cut for a commercial break. Whoopi was just like, I'm over this. Let's cut to commercial. Let's go to break, and we'll be right back. So when they came back, Whoopi did start it off apologizing to the viewers who are going to be watching the show. She apologized and says, I apologize. Don't quote me on word for word, but basically I'm summarizing. She basically says, I apologize. I don't want to start it off like this, and because that's not what I want to do, blah, 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 blah. She apologized. And so Meghan was like, well, I apologize to Whoopi. It was a genuine. She was still sassy and feel some kind of way. So here's my thought on all of that. I'm going to keep it real with you. Everyone's entitled to their opinions and their views. And I got a pet peeve. I don't like when people cut people off when they're talking. I like when people cut me off while I'm trying to speak. But this show has, they do stuff like that sometimes. They cut people off. They get passionate. They don't agree with what someone says. And sometimes they feel like they got to cut it off. They got to correct them, or they got to reinforce their opinion and one up the next one. And sometimes you will find, what's her name, Joy Behar and Meg go at it, and sometimes Joy cut her off, sometimes Megan cut her off, sometimes Sunny Hostin cuts this one off, and then sometimes, what's her face, Megan cuts Sunny off, sometimes Whoopi cuts so and so off, and then Meg cuts so and so off, right? And sometimes that happens. Like I said, the other white girl, I forgot her name, I'm sorry, but she kind of, stays out of. She don't really get in those squabbles. But anyway, my thought on it is this. Yes, sometimes people get passionate and they cut people off. And sometimes, you can understand and you can give a pass. I'm going to keep it real with you. A lot of people are dogging Megan. And yes, I don't agree with cutting off. I think she could have waited till Whoopi was finished. But I do believe that she was so infuriated by the BS. Now, if you someone like me who not into that whole bias stuff, and you want people to keep that same energy, kind of like what they did. Remember with Brett Kavanaugh, him, and remember with Joe Biden, when Kavanaugh got accused with no evidence, and it was such a long time ago, this person came up during time that he's supposed to go in. All of a sudden, in the mainstream media, SNL was cracking jokes and saying, pretty much, basically saying he did it, like, and taking that stance. But then when it came to Joe Biden and he got accused, they didn't want to talk about it. They refused to talk about it, but then when the pressure was on them, mainstream media started talking about it, but they trivialized it and they downplayed, and they didn't keep that same energy, believe all women. Now, that's how politics go. It's unfortunate, and they use S-assault, I can't say the word, S-assault, and rhymes with great. They use that as tools sometimes to down one and get one off and create scandals. They do that on both sides and they play up to it. And it is what it is. That's how politics is. It's dirty. But I do feel like Megan was just kind of like, listen, if we gonna hold Trump and Republicans responsible, then we need to do the same thing for Biden, Kamala Harris, and anyone else who's a Democrat. You know what I'm saying? Let's hold them accountable. Let's not laugh and trivialize and downplay it. Let's not do that. So I understood why she was so irritated, but I still feel like she should have waited her turn or just, wait to combat it. Like, don't cut people off, because soon as someone cuts Megan off, she's not going to like it. She's not going to like it. She's not going to appreciate it. She's going to say, well, can I speak? Well, let me finish. Let me finish. So this time go around, we talking about her. And if someone else do it next time, we can talk about them. But this time, she cut her off, Whoopi, first. And Whoopi got, Whoopi said what she said, and Megan said what she said, and it got snippy and out of control. But, yeah, I get why she was upset, though, and irritated. But you got to wait your turn to express yourself, Megan. But I don't think she should be fired. Megan will be the only reason why I tune into the show. And why I say that, I don't have a problem with Whoopi. I like her. She's iconic. And I don't have a problem with Joy being on the show. I don't have a problem with these ladies being on the show. But I don't want to tune into a show where everybody regurgitating the same thing. I like to see a different side, hear a different side, and then y'all can debate it. Healthy. And I don't mind if it's passionate. And I don't mind if you put someone in their place with facts. You don't got to be nasty. You don't got to be rude. But sometimes when that cat come out around, I think it is kind of entertaining. But it's just good to have healthy, passionate debates and not get so ugly. Like that time when Joy Behar was like, Megan said, "Did you miss me?" And Joy was like, "No, I don't." And she was being keeping it real and honest, but it did let you know that all that stuff about, oh, we girls can be friends and we can disagree, and I don't know why men do that to women. Well, y'all showing it clearly. Y'all disagree, and behind the scenes y'all don't like each other. So it is what it is. But give me your opinions down in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Like, share. Again, please comment and tell me what you think. And regardless of your opinions, be kind, be respectful. You can agree to disagree, but let's not be real nasty, because I will delete your comment, and if you keep doing it, I will block you. But leave a comment, tell me what you think. I'm out.